So another thing too that I want to talk about was lurk smokes and playing against passive teams. So generally speaking, playing against passive teams, you want to take like CT teams in your T side. You want to take map control faster because they're probably not going to be taking map control off a spawn. So save the time and take map control faster. Another thing you could do too to abuse passive teams is to throw lurk smokes. So like an example would be the lurk smoke on Inferno. This just applies pressure to them because if they're playing passive, they have no information across the whole map. And if they see the smoke goes down, they kind of have to respect it and molly you out, and you make them dump util because they're scared of the smoke. And they have to be scared of the smoke because they have no information. But this is a problem I was running into, is that this was becoming an empty threat for us on a lot of maps. And this is something I'm gonna have to implement into our team in the future. But we'd play against these passive CT teams, right? And we do everything right. We take the map control fast, and we get up to the point where we throw the lurk smoke. We throw the lurk smoke, and then the CT teams, they see it, and they don't respect it. They just keep their util. And now we're sitting here like, oh fuck, I just threw this. They're not countering util. We just wasted smoke. And the reason why they're not doing it is because there's no threat behind it. We didn't establish a threat. So what I was saying is that all your lurk smokes on all your maps, you should have a second step play to abuse the CTs if they don't respect the smoke. Like you have to make them respect that lurk smoke. So the next round, they're gonna end up respecting it. So a second step play for this, right? Let's say you throw a lurk smoke. You're playing as a passive team. You throw the lurk smoke. You're expecting them. You're like, okay, they're gonna bait out. We're gonna bait out some util here. They're like, oh fuck, they didn't respond. Let's second step this. So a second step to this smoke would be like a church wrap, right? Where you smoke deep CT and you wrap church on them, molly dark, molly new box, all that good stuff. So you throw your lurk. All right, throw this. Dudes don't respect it. All right, let's second step this. So now you come here, get in this corner, stand up, jump throw. This guy molly smokes deep CT. This guy molly's dark. You got a guy that flashes over, clear out first. And now you're wrapping CT on these guys, and now they're like, oh fuck. Now they're in a disadvantage because they didn't decide to respect this smoke, right? Because now you're wrapping church on them. Maybe they're both double up sight, and now they're about to get peeked from two different angles. So that's just an example of adding on to the lurk smoke that's already down. It's a second step. If you do this, right? You do this, the next round that you throw that lurk smoke, that same team that you're playing against, they're gonna be like, oh fuck, they might second step it. Now we have to respect it. So now they have to actually counter with util. They might smoke back, they might HE. And now you can actually use that smoke to bait out util. And now that smoke is having multiple purposes. And that's just establishing respect to the smoke. It's conditioning. And then you can cash out in the conditioning, like I said, and use it to bait out util. So that's something you should just implement in all your maps. For any lurk smokes, I'm about to add this to our overpass. Inferno, Vert, all that stuff, man, is having a second step to these lurk smokes. So there actually are a threat. Because there's a lot of times with these teams, they don't see it as a threat. And then by them not seeing it as a threat, it actually benefits them because it was an empty threat to begin with, because we didn't have a way to, take advantage of the smoke. Until they get punished for not respecting it, they're not going to respect it. So you have to have a way to punish them for not respecting these lurk smokes. And just apply this to all your maps, is knowing how to second step your lurk smokes.